Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. So happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading is the monthly reading for all of the signs for the month of September 2021. I'm using the Crystal Visions Tarot deck for the spread, and we'll be pulling an oracle card from the Soul's Journey deck. Just a reminder, these are general readings, so the messages may or may not resonate. The only way to get a truly personalized reading would be to get a private reading from me. If you're interested, all the info can be found in the description box below the video. For those of you who have been with me for a while, just know that I appreciate each and every one of you. For new viewers, I hope that you enjoy the reading, and if you do, please feel free to give it a like and share and hopefully subscribe. So I will stop for now, and we'll see each of the signs in a second for the video. Hi Cancer, hope you're doing well. I'm here to get into your reading. I have been shuffling off camera, but I will give the deck a few more shuffles. So what are the messages for Cancer? Spirit, please give me the messages for Cancer for the month of September 2021. What does Cancer need to know? Messages for Cancer. Okay, we'll do one last shuffle. And divide the deck. All right, Cancer, here we go. So, the cards that came out, we have the Moon, wow, with the Empress. So, Major Arcana number 18, the Moon, crossed by Major Arcana, the Empress, number 3. That's a powerful start. In the deep past, okay, don't worry. I like seeing this in the past. So most of you have already been through the Three of Swords energy. In the recent past, you have good news coming in, quick, right? Quick movement. This could have been this back and forth communication. So change could have been actually moving to a different place, but something coming in quickly in the recent past. Crowning you, you have the 7 of Wands. So 8 of Wands, 7 of Wands. Near future, you have Major Arcana number 21, the World. So a significant ending to a cycle. You show up as Major Arcana number 4, the Emperor. How others are viewing you or what's going on in your environment surrounding you, the King of Wands. Hopes and fears, King of Pentacles. And outbound energy, the Hanged Man, Major Arcana number 7. And you have, as your overall energy, the Page of Swords. And if I look immediately beneath that, we have Page of Swords, 2 of Cups, and 4 of Wands. So 2 of Cups is soulmate energy. 4 of Wands is celebration, can be celebrating news of an engagement, a wedding, a job, right? A promotion, can be something to do with a house move, buying a house, moving in together. It's also the, 1111, it's like the soulmate energy, when soulmates as well with the 2 of Cups. But Page of Swords as the overall energy. Sometimes this page is referred to as like, it's the sneaky type of energy, like the sneaky page. But it doesn't necessarily have to be like negative. And an example I'll give you is, the Page of Swords, we usually think of it as like news coming in, so communication coming in, clarity. It's the suit of air, so it has to do with our thoughts, or it's the suit of the mind, communication. On the negative side, people look at it like, oh, it's, sneaking around, snooping around, people checking up on you, looking at your maybe online presence, going, that type of thing. But if you're going out for a job, for example, this Page of Swords can show up when they're doing background checks on you, or they're checking references. You've submitted your resume and they're checking up on the information that you put in the resume. So they're contacting your last place of work. They're contacting references that you have on there. So it doesn't necessarily have to be bad, but it's news, right? It's generally news coming in. Now, looking at the spread, you have, out of the 10 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 10 are major arcana. So that's a significant number, right? Half of your spread is made up of major arcana. So it tells me that, there are a lot of things happening this month that are very much divinely guided. So divine orchestration at play, the universe stepping in, putting certain people in your path or on your path, putting you or opportunities in front of you, divine orchestration. There could also, it could be a month where, there are a lot of, there's a lot of news coming in, but in, very non-traditional ways. So with the moon card, this could be signs, synchronicities. So paying attention to your intuition, paying attention to the messages that come through at nighttime in your dreams, signs, synchronicities, that type of thing, right? So definitely intuition is very peaked intuition this month. And there could be something to do with either, new projects starting up with the Empress, because, she's the divine feminine, and you actually have this divine masculine and divine feminine showing up in your reading. So you could be dealing with a divine counterpart, or the soulmate connection. But the Empress is also about giving birth to new things, new ideas, new projects, new cycles starting up. It can obviously be, news of a pregnancy. It could be a little secretive, right, with this Page of Swords showing up. So there could be news of a pregnancy, birth of a child, or that energy is, or it's around you. So there's a lot of fertile energy, which is great if you are, well, one, if you're trying to get pregnant, right? But also if you are starting up your own business or, starting in a new business, there's a lot of great growth potential, very fertile energy. Threes in the tarot have to do with fertility and, expansive energy, growth. So that's interesting. The Three of Swords in the deep past, it's a card of disappointment. It can be, also three-party or three people in a relationship, so a third-party situation. But it can also be just disappointment, things not going, the way that you had hoped. So not getting the job, not getting news coming in about something that you really were hoping for, right? But it does sit in the past. So for many of you, you've already experienced this. You've already been through this disappointment, right? And, it is the only difficult card that you have in the entire spread. Everything else is just very positive. And so it does sit in the past position here. So we'll just, I'm hoping that many of you have already been through this and have now moved on. We have Eight of Wands in the recent past. So this could be the, when you're applying for the different positions, it's the back and forth, it's sending emails, receiving that, communication, and it's fast paced. So it's like the texting, emailing, and it's also news coming in, news coming in very quickly. And it's positive news, positive change, positive news. It can be actually moving. It can be traveling, by air. It can be traveling to a place that's in a distance. This could be news coming in from a distance with the Eight of Wands. This can be international, so traveling internationally. News coming, it could be working with, and we do have it sitting across from, I just noticed, the world. So yeah, there could be some type of international connection to this news. You could be dealing with somebody who lives at a great distance to you, or somebody who's from a different place, somebody who comes from a completely different background, culture. You could be traveling to a completely different country or place. This could have to do with working with somebody there, whether this is, a company that you're going to work for there, or maybe there's a division of the company that you work for that's located across the world. But, and it's you needing to defend yourself. That's the message coming through here from your higher self. But you are, right? The Seven of Wands, you can see, even though he's outnumbered and he has all of these wands pointing at him, ultimately he's coming out on top. He has the higher vantage position here. He's able to defend himself. He has a sword. He has the dragon. So it's you ultimately coming out on top, right? And there's closing out of a cycle. The world, in addition to, you know, everything I was just saying about the international sort of connection, it's also the last of the major arcanas. It's number 21 of the major arcanas. After this, it goes back around to the 0 card, to the Fool card. So a significant chapter closing out in your life, right? And a brand new one starting up for you. You showing up as the Emperor, and, you know, how others are viewing you, the King of Wands, it's kind of interesting because I'm getting a couple of messages here. I mean, both of them are like the ultimate sort of masculine energy. So you could just be, you know, very in control of things, feeling very passionate, very dynamic, very focused, very determined. You could be working on new projects. Both of them have like the crystal balls representing this clarity of vision. You know, he has this line representing the courage, that internal strength to deal with a new project, a new business venture, to go in a new direction. And as the king, he has mastered his particular suit. So he has mastered the suit of wands, which is fire energy, and has to do with, you know, the work that we do, projects, business ventures, but it's also our own drive, determination, and passion for doing those things. And he rules over his kingdom. Now, the emperor, he has even greater responsibility, right? He rules over an entire empire. So he has more people that he's responsible for, you know. So this could be like, there's a, you know, sort of a leveling up here, you know, going from the King of Wands to the Emperor. So people could be seeing you as, you know, leveling up from this King of Wands to the Emperor. You could have another, you know, this, like I was saying before, this could be somebody in your environment. So a fire sign, older fire sign, could be a male figure or like a father figure, your father of your children. You're hoping for this great financial stability. So this new beginning, right, that you're heading off on, this 8 of Wands, the news that you've had about it, this, you know, giving birth to this new idea, this new project, you're hoping that it's going to bring you great financial stability, that you're going to stay at this job for a long time. And there's, you know, with the Hangman, there could be a delay. You know, despite all of this sort of fast-paced energy, there could be a delay with the Hangman showing up. And it's not that this new beginning will not happen. There might be something going on behind the scenes, right? So divine orchestration at play, divine timing at play with the Hangman showing up. There's also, you know, could be a need to gain a greater perspective or, you know, some type of enlightenment. You can see there's this light around his head. So taking time out to see things from a different point of view. But, you know, it will happen. There might just be some type of short or small delay with timing, but it is definitely happening. But there could be, you know, again, need to see things from a different point of view. Let's go ahead and get an oracle card for you. So one oracle card for Cancer. What else does Cancer need to hear for the month of September? And Cancer, if you enjoyed the video today, I do hope that you give this video a like. That would definitely help the channel. And if you so choose, subscribe. I would love to have you with me here each month, or every 2 weeks, I should say. Also, if you are on TikTok, you can find me there, right? If you like, enjoy TikTok and the shorter 1-minute videos, you know, just sort of one card pull, yes, no answers. I do those over on TikTok at Changing Phases Tarot. Okay, we'll do one last shuffle here and get your oracle card. Okay, and your oracle card is Forgiveness, which is interesting because it could, you know, if this was a third-party situation in the past or disappointment, right, there could be a need for you to forgive. So forgiveness, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Let me go ahead and read from the guidebook for this one. So forgiveness says, You can never flow with your natural energy of love unless you release the negative energy of hate, anger, intolerance, or blame. Every soul on your path has free will, and you have no control over that. What you do have control over is how you react to the manifestations of others' free will. Holding on to that negative energy will strengthen karmic cycles, and forgiveness can break that pattern. The most important person you must learn to forgive is always yourself. Blaming yourself for failures blocks the natural flow of love, which will attract all good things into your life. So forgiveness, acknowledging, right? Resentment, forgive and let go, right? And that's going to allow you to have this, and you do have this beautiful new cycle starting up for you. Lots of great opportunities, very exciting energy, but possibly a need to let go of some things from the past, okay? So I do hope that the messages have helped. I thank you for joining me today. I look forward to reading for you again, and just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful month of September. Bye for now.